Is homemade better? Come on in and welcome to my home. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different because I get asked a question all the time.
Is homemade better?
Well, I have to ask you a question first. Everybody who asks this question, I always ask this very question back. What are you trying to get out of making it by yourself? Because there are some things you have to think about. Okay, is your goal to make it with better ingredients? Then my answer is, well, probably. I mean, think about it. You can get the best ingredients that you can afford simply by going to the grocery store and buying better ingredients. There is organic, there is everything available that you could possibly want, and that's great. But maybe that's not what you're into. Maybe you're not so worried about using those ingredients, or even worse, maybe those ingredients are really expensive. Because when it comes to better ingredients, yeah, you can spend a fortune, especially if you don't have them at home. And I mean, let's face it, I don't have wheat fields with organic wheat growing in them, so yeah, I have to go out and buy my own flour. Haven't raised any sugar cane ever, so yeah. Yeah, you can see where I'm going with this, because everybody wants a simple answer to this question. Well, alright, maybe you're just interested in saving money. Okay, that's really cool, because yes, you can save money sometimes, not always, because some things call for ingredients which really are expensive. And I'm not just talking about those, special ingredients which are organic or wholesome or whatever. I'm talking about ingredients which you probably don't have on hand or probably will never use again. Then suddenly, homemade isn't necessarily better. It becomes really expensive. There are some things I cannot make cheaper. I talk about my oat milk. I haven't seen oat milk in the store lately, so I don't know about that one. But almond milk, when I made almond milk, I found out that me making almond milk cost way more than what it was to go out and buy organic, wholesome, whatever almond milk. It was way more expensive. So some things you aren't going to save money on making it yourself. Some things you will. Some things you'll save a lot of money. Cookies tend to be one of those things where you can actually save money. Same thing with bread. Usually you can save money on it. But I don't know, because I also don't know how valuable your time is. Do you not have that much time? I mean, if you're going to make your bread by hand, yeah, you could be saving a lot of money doing that, but if you're using up time that you need to do something else with, that could be its own problem. Also, the thing about this is, do you have the space to do it? Do you have the space to raise bread and all those wonderful things? So, okay, maybe you don't, maybe you do. The big thing about making it yourself is to try to think about what are you trying to get out of it. Better ingredients, cheaper, and then really look at what it is. Alright, now for those of you who are just saying, but I like to make things homemade because it's fun to make things homemade. Cool, you're in. You did it. I mean, if that's your whole goal, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and make what you want to make homemade. The other part about this is don't feel guilty just because everything's not homemade. Guess what? It doesn't have to be. I love making things homemade, but I also have friends who don't. My mom hates to do things homemade. Are these people right or wrong? No, it's just something I prefer to do. I like to make everything myself as much as I can. Some things I can't. Mustard, well, I can make mustard. But I found out that my ketchup is way more expensive to make myself than it is to buy organic ketchup and those sort of things. And you hear me throw out the word organic quite a bit. Do you have to buy organic? No, it's up to you. It's completely up to you. I'm not judging you whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. But I want to stress, think about what you're trying to get out of it first, then decide if it's worth it. Because you're going to have to do some, calculations to see if it really is cheaper and better to make it yourself or just to go out and buy it. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this. Don't forget you can get a hold of me on most social media at cmcolemanhome, and I hope I get to see you again next time.